What's going on, everybody? My name is Gerald Moore Jr. I'm the president of Green Environmental Outreach, a 501c3 nonprofit based in Springfield, Ohio. We recently won the Ohio Climate Justice Fund grant, uh, which is for this event, which we host three community events educating the community on different things going on in social justice, climate justice initiatives, environmental justice initiatives. So welcome to the Listen, Lead, Share, and Serve community listen session. And I'll go ahead and get started. And so here's our nonprofit information. So if you guys want to go to www.geononprofit.org, you can check out all the amazing work that we do in the community. We are a fairly new startup nonprofit, so we mainly run off of private donations and grants. So thankful to the Ohio Climate Justice Fund for the grant that we won with for this initiative. All right, so the Ohio Climate Justice Fund, or OCJF, is guided by an advisory board comprised of Ohio environmental advocates and leaders that invest in Black, Indigenous, and people of color, BIPOC organizations in Ohio, working at the intersection of racial justice and climate action. So you can learn more about them, sorry about that, at ohioclimatejusticefund.org. Wrong way, I'm sorry. All right, our pillars. We have committed to the Jamez principles for democratic organizing. Number one, be inclusive. Two, emphasis on bottom-up organizing. Three, let people speak for themselves. Four, work together in solidarity and mutuality. Five, build just relationships among ourselves. Six, commitment to self-transformation. And then we have pillar number one, we share decision-making power. Pillar number two, we want to hear and learn from the lived experiences of Ohioans. Pillar number three, we will intentionally fund organizations led by Black, Indigenous, and people of color. So if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform, our website, please comment and let us know what do you think about what's going on in the Ohio movement in terms of environmental justice and some of the social justice movements? We'd love to hear from you guys and get feedback. All right, so what is LLSS? Listen, Lead, Share, and Serve is a statewide grassroots campaign that includes a goal of hosting public conversations with community members and stakeholders about the best and most effective ways to address climate and environmental justice in their communities. We see intentional and authentic community listening as the first step to building a diverse coalition of advocates that influence policy change that leads to a just and inclusive clean energy economy for Ohio. What we hope to accomplish. One, increase the number of informed, credible voices in the people-powered campaign for clean energy, grow and diversify the broad movement of support for clean energy, air, and water across Ohio. Three, educate and mobilize community members, stakeholders, and legislators about the urgent need for equitable clean energy legislation to meet community and consumer needs. Why does climate matter? So climate change defined. Climate change is a change in the unusual or in the usual weather patterns found in a place. This also includes a change in Earth's climate and usual temperature. Climate can take much time and many years to change. The cost of climate change at COP27 calls for structural reform of finance for nature and climate outcomes at national and ecosystem levels is one of the top 10 takeaways to turn around the negative impacts of climate change. Climate change in the Great Lakes. In the United States, climate change leads to more extreme weather and disasters, such as increasingly dangerous hurricanes like Katrina and Harvey, devastating wildfires, and extreme cold, heat weather events. In Ohio, climate change puts wildlife, public health, the regional economy, and more at risk. So what can be done about climate change? While people can lessen the impact of climate change by making choices that help advance equitable solutions and reduce greenhouse gas emissions, holding government decision makers accountable can be an even more effective way to accelerate climate justice. Decisions that our governments make today at the local, state, and federal levels can shape the world for decades and even centuries to come. Not only are these actions good for the environment, but they are also good for personal and community health, equity, environmental justice, quality of life, and our shared future. And then we have our different links. You have energy, waste, transportation, water, environmental justice, and just do more. So let's discuss climate change. How do you see climate change impacting your community now, in the past, and or in the future? So you can let us know these in the comments on YouTube, Instagram, or wherever you see these videos. Let us know in the comments your answers to these questions, please. What opportunities do you wish to see in your community that will help mitigate the effects of climate change? Do you see climate change as an urgent issue? And how do we make it relevant in our community? So environmental, climate, and energy justice, they are all connected. 1970s and 1980s environmental justice movement, key claims, access to environmental decision-making, redistribution of harms of development. Then you have the 90s to the 2000s, climate justice movement, key claims, access to decision-making on climate change mitigation, reducing fossil fuel consumption in the global economy, shaping policy efforts to avert disproportionate climate harms faced by low-income communities and communities of color. Energy justice movement, 2010s, key claims, access to economic benefits of new energy system, right to make decisions regarding energy, and access to clean and affordable energy. So, about clean energy. Sustainable clean energy defined. So sustainable clean energy is energy that comes from sources that cannot be used up, renewable, and that do not pollute the environment when used, so zero emissions. Sustainable clean energy also describes the energy saved by using technology that allows us to do the same task with less energy efficiency measures. So here are the different energy sources. So you have fossil fuels, you have oil, coal, natural gas. And when it comes to renewables, we have solar, wind, biomass, geothermal, and hydropower. Sustainable clean energy and jobs. Sustainable clean energy and clean tech are some of the fastest growing sectors in the US, with huge possibilities for stable, family sustaining jobs at a variety of training and skill levels. So here you see different industries: manufacturing, system design, project development, installation, and operations. Sustainable clean energy and jobs. In 2019, sustainable energy jobs in Ohio grew 7.8%, faster than any other Midwestern state. Equitable clean energy, workforce development, and contractor engagement benefits all Ohioans. Separate yourself, okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's discuss sustainable clean energy and local jobs. What do you, your family, and your community value as the most important benefit of sustainable clean energy related jobs? What should the pathway look like for sustainable clean energy jobs in your community? What do you value in a good job? Wages, security, impact, etc. Utility justice. The utilities we have now are deeply invested in fossil fuels and have built entire systems around developing and delivering centralized energy at the cheapest cost and highest profits. These systems often operate at the expense of polluting Black and brown neighborhoods. Renewable energy puts fossil fuel investments at risk, and climate-related disasters like wildfires and superstorms not only reveal the failures of these systems, they also further expose their harmful practices. Inequitable cost. Communities are challenged with paying increasing costs of gas, lights, and water. Bills will continue to go up with climate change impacts, making the energy burdens for low-income households extremely high. Yet research indicates that those eligible rarely participate in energy affordability programs that aim to reduce the burden of these utility bills. 9.1% of median low-income energy burden versus 3.6% median energy burden by the region. Let's discuss consumer impact. What do you think works with utility affordability programs? What doesn't work well? What could work better? How well do you understand your energy bill? What would you recommend be done so that more people have access to affordability programs? So here's a sample of AEP electric bill, pretty much anywhere in Ohio. So basically just understanding how your bill reads is important when it comes to understanding what you're paying for. So here it breaks down the bill. You have your return address and inquiries, your bill stub, consumer information, messaging center, usage table, your payment and due date on your bill, your account summary, so account number, total amount due, due date, meter number, cycle route, and billing date, your bill details, and then your usage comparisons. Racism is a public health crisis. Systemic racism has long influenced where major sources of pollution are located in communities. In the early 20th century, white government planners in many municipalities drew redlining maps that identified Black and Latinx neighborhoods as undesirable, and untrustworthy of housing loans. Heavy industry was permitted to cluster in these places, adding a toxic dimension that persists today. Let's discuss public health. What is the most important to you when you think of public health, climate, and/or the environment, and why? Let's discuss a couple of resources. Climate change goals, initiatives, and ideas. We have 17 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. We have the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency climate change information. We have Alliance for the Great Lakes, Shut Up and Listen. We have Climate Justice Alliance, efforts for equitable, clean energy policy and jobs, energy jobs and justice, ready for 100, how cities across Ohio are getting involved in the climate change efforts, power a clean future Ohio. Also, if you want a copy of this, these slides, you will be able to find them after this. I will post them on our website at www.gelnonprofit.org. So in our conclusion, we'll have the post-event survey on our website as well. You can sign up on the OCJF website to receive newsletter updates from Ohio Climate Justice Fund. Connect others in your network to the Ohio Climate Justice Fund, and you can go there at www.ohioclimatejusticefund.org. Thank you guys for your participation in this event. Please stay connected with us via GEL website at www.gelnonprofit.org. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter. We are on LinkedIn as well. And also follow the Ohio Climate Justice Fund for more information. Thank you guys for coming. And I'll go ahead and end the slide right here.